She can use those at any time. So with me in this situation, in this corner, I should have just either taken the grab and just blocked. Alright, I know you hear the flames in the back. This is another episode of Adolf's Extreme Analytics. Right now we're playing Street Fighter 6. This is Manon versus Kimberly. Of course, right now I'm Manon. This matchup was a very challenging matchup for me. I must say, this matchup was very challenging. I don't know if I won or lost this matchup. Maybe I lost it, but how much can you learn from your wins versus your losses? You see what I'm saying? So let's get it. Let's begin, man. Let's begin. This is Adolf's Extreme Analytics. One thing I must learn, and I must say, being very objective about my gameplay, I gotta be a lot more optimal with Manon. I feel like I could be way more optimal in every circumstance. Either trying to get medals, trying to do as much damage as I possibly can. And I don't think I do that all the time. That's something I gotta work on. So with this particular combo that is about to come up, I feel like I could have not burned that meter. I gotta anti-air her, bro. She jumps, look. She jumps twice. I did not anti-air her, bro. When it comes to Kimberly, everybody, not just Manon players, everybody, you must understand this. She's gonna jump at least 432 times in the game. That's 432 chances to knock her out the air. Yes, 432 is a exaggerative number because I'm being facetious. I could have knocked her out the air with the heavy ballet up kick twice and got a combo off at least one of those times. I chose to perfect parry. And her jump arc is so fast that I don't even think I was able to punish this. Let's see. I'm not even able to punish. Wasted. Okay, put it in the corner. Listen, man. One thing I must work on, bro, is when I'm jumping, I gotta press other buttons besides the jump in button. I gotta use air to air buttons. My air to air buttons, Manon's air to air buttons are pretty much everything besides the heavy kick. The heavy kick is not that crazy. Her light punch, her jumping light punch, her jumping medium punch, her jumping heavy punch at a certain arc. You can't be at parallel range, at parallel height, at parallel flight with the jumping heavy punch, because the heavy punch has a weird downward arc. You're just gonna be whiffing. That's bad. So jumping light punch, jumping light kick, jumping medium kick. Very seldom jumping heavy kick, but you got to use it early. So I gave up my turn, and we'll see what happens. They're gonna neutral jump, bro. Be careful with hitting grabs. I learned that doing crouching light punch is way more advantageous for me to use than trying to tech. That was bad. Should have just taken a grab, and now that's the round. Okay, Kim, she has very good walk speed, which means she has a very good shimmy. She could shimmy you in and out. She has the crouch bombs, the spray paint bombs. She can use those at any time. So, with me in this situation, in this corner, I should have just either taken the grab and just blocked. The thing is, with that spray paint bomb on the ground, I couldn't really afford to take a grab. So I had to be more reactive instead of preemptive. You see what I'm saying? Like, I had to react. If he went for a grab, I had to have faith in my reactions. If he went for an overhead, I had to have faith in my defense. Some positions in this game you can't really be too preemptive in. You gotta trust your reactions. I did not trust my reactions and I was preemptive, so that caused me to grab when I didn't really need to grab, and that cost me the round. I guess. Yeah, I'm a little upset here. That was a good super, because Kimberly's always press buttons after a dashing. Or like 90% of the time, you gotta look at what the room. You gotta read the room, see how much health you got, see how much bars you got. All right, it's early in the match. You've been reading her from the first round. This is the second round. Every time when she dashes in, she presses a button. You gotta take your gambles. You're not gonna know everything. You gotta do probabilities. You understand? You gotta be probable. What's most probably gonna happen here? And then you make your move. Get out there. Yup. See, this situation, this man had plenty of opportunity to drive impact me. Maybe he knew that. I don't know. It might have been nerves. I don't know what it was, but my only option, because Manon has no reversals and no bars at this particular instance, was to use that super one. So let's see that sequence one more time. Block, yep. Good stuff. Level 1 super. I'm out the corner. She's at a disadvantage, but I have no bars. I lost. Terrible. Now, what could I have possibly learned from that game that'll cause me to move better for the next time? Okay, this is extreme analytics. This is Adolph's extreme analytics or analysis, where we objectively look at our games and see where we could go better, where we could improve on for the next time. That's the whole point of this. So with this game, I grabbed a lot where I shouldn't have grabbed. I didn't have strong defense, strong blocking. I just wasn't ready for a lot of things because I don't particularly play Kimberly that much. So with Kimberly, you got to be very reactive and you got to kind of know what they usually do. What's the flow charts? How do they move? What Kimberly's usually do? In the middle of the screen, they usually jump a lot. Okay, we got to be waiting for the jump. Far from the screen, they usually dash in and do something random. If you're in the corner and you jump, 9 times out of 10, they're going to dash and hit you with that up kick to hit you with a combo. If they spray paint, They're going to try to grab you. They're going to try to overhead you. So all those things I must add to my game. All those things I must understand that in order for me to beat Kimberly, in order for me to be at a better situational advantage against Kimberly's, I must think like Kimberly. I must know what Kimberly is going to do, or at least have a very good educational guess on what she's going to do. So that's going to be the end of this episode. This was Adolph's Extreme Analytics, where we objectively go through our gameplay footage, my gameplay footage, and we peek out what can we learn, what can we keep in our tactics, in our gameplay to have a better win percentage. What can we do to win in these games versus these characters with Manon or whatever character I play with. What we did wrong, what we did right, what they did right, what they did wrong. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this episode and I hope you learned something. Adolph out.